As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Bills going up against the Seahawks. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Buffalo fell against New England in Week 8. Here they come on offense, led by Tyrod Taylor to try to get back on the winning track. Taylor, kind of a nondescript game in Week 8, wasn't it, Charles?
And what you look to get from him are those huge plays, those splash plays, those big ones that break games open. He didn't give them that against New England, and when that happens, the Buffalo offense bogs down just a little bit.
First carry for LaShawn McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. All right, let's take a look at the offensive starters and the second-round pick out of USC. One to talk about, Robert Woods.
I think a lot of people thought maybe he was ticketed for stardom coming out of USC. Has always been a great route runner, much more of a complimentary receiver, but they could utilize that in a big way and have him open up things in the middle.
Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Again, it's McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
Now it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. It certainly didn't help Buffalo that McCoy was out against New England with that hamstring injury.
So Mike Gillislee had to fill in, and he did it pretty capably. 12 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown. But with New England setting the pace that they did on offense, it was hard for them to keep up and continue to run the football.
Fresh set of downs here. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So McCoy adding to his yardage total in this one. Last year, 895 yards in his first season in Buffalo. Of course, he had Charles 4,000-yard years in Philadelphia.
And you know the man they call Shady wants to throw some shade at the Eagles for ever letting him go. He wants a big year in 2016.
Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They come out here in the eye. Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Christine Michael, 56 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. As Buffalo comes back out on offense, I peek down at the division standings. Patriots 3 full games up on them, so maybe that's a lost cause. But at 4-4, what's the identity of Buffalo right now?
I think they're still trying to figure it out, Brandon, because they started the season 0-2, made some changes in their offensive staff, ran off a 4-game streak, and remember, they were up in the second half at Miami and lost that game. And now they're on a 2-game losing streak. They've got to find a way to get some continuity so they can still continue to make a push at a wild card spot.
Let's go!
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go! Grand 38!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go! 1-9!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go! 1-9!
They'll go again to McCoy. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and adding a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now they'll throw with Taylor. And Woods has it complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Buffalo first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Come on, let's go! 1-9!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now Gillisley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Justin Hunter, the one he was searching for. And it's 4th down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Carpenter knocks it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming onto the field, and their quarterback is Russell Wilson. Now, you saw him in Week 8 in that game against New Orleans, 253 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception.
And you know he's had leg injuries throughout the season. It started with an ankle, then he had a knee, and now they think that he's starting to improve, but you can still see a little bit of a hitch in his giddy-up as he tries to take off and exit the pocket. But he's playing so well from the pocket that he's still a major factor.
They go read option with Wilson. And he's got room. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL, but it seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. Graham made his return to New Orleans in Week 8. Charles, you were there. What was the reception like?
The reception was good for Jimmy Graham. He spent the entire week not talking to the New Orleans media nor the Seattle media. Wanted to be just about the game, and he came in focused and locked in. Didn't get very many opportunities to make big plays. We were all wondering if he did score a touchdown, Would he just for old time's sake spike it over the goalpost?
Couldn't find out. Just 3 catches for 34 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the carry, Michael. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They run again with Michael. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So on 4th down, on comes Stephen Hauschka to try and get the Seahawks 3. This from 44 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
After the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Here we go.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 10-3 the score. We'll be back to Seattle right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Taylor with a give to McCoy. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'm often struck when I watch LaShawn McCoy play, how often you just watch him, and you can almost get mesmerized by his style, and then, boom, there's another 20-plus yard run. It's amazing how he pulls it off.
Yeah, his former second-round pick out of Pittsburgh, still doing it in the league at a very, very high level. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go.
McCoy. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Here's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
This is Gillisley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go. 190.
They'll run with Gillisley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Lockett the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. On second down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
On first down, again, they go pro-size. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, here's Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And
didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On third down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. On first down, pro-size. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. And the QB steps over the line of scrimmage. That's an illegal forward pass.
And that is so rare because at the different positions, you have to know different things. Wide receivers have to know where the first down line is. Quarterbacks almost always know where the line of scrimmage is.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. The rookie from Clemson, Shaq Lawson, in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And
for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They come up in an offset eye. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
This give is to McCoy. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Gillisley. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. finding time. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Gillisley, the intended target. And that brings up 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action here on 1st down. Surveying the field. He's going to look deep down the field. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's got time. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
That's pulled in at the 32. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll run it with McCoy. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Try 38.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Finding time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. On 1st down, Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Jimmy Graham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And the lead is up to 14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout. And now we're set to get going. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Taylor surveying the field. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Seahawks are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Bills just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Michael's going to get loose thanks to great blocking, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Seahawks have it late in the second. They're going to come away with another sack. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Still a little time left on the clock. Wilson's got the completion here. After the short pass, he'll score. Seahawks up now by 14. Still late in the first half. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go for a loss of 8. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. For the second half kickoff, let's get you back up to Seattle and Brandon Guy.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And an alley to run. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And Tyler Lockett does it again. Talk about being able to transition what he did in college to the NFL. And I know there were doubters because of his size, but this guy is absolutely electric with the ball in his hands.
Plays like that, that's how you become a Pro Bowl return guy. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. He's got time. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, while we have a moment, I got to tell the people what you were ribbing me about before the game, and that was my Super Bowl picks. Now that we're
I didn't tell you to do that.
We're halfway through the season, but I had picked preseason Carolina and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's 4-3, but Carolina 2-5.
Yeah, I love the way that you just gave yourself up like that. I wasn't going to do that. But look, they're not out of it yet. The NFC South and Carolina, remember, they're used to getting on big runs, and they had a big win last week against Arizona. For me, I had Green Bay and New England. New England's looking real strong. Green Bay struggling with injuries. And Minnesota, they're the team to beat in the NFC North right now.
I really picked New England and Dallas. It just came out wrong.
I got you.
Another pistol look here.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
On third down, Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Here's McCoy. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go. What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Come on, let's go.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They come out here in the eye. Now McCoy. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Let's go. Flex round.
Again, it's McCoy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary. A nickel look. From the gun, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And Carpenter knocks it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Bills' defense now as they head out to defend here. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points, gotten pushed around, so to speak, during this contest. They've got to find a way to end it right here, right now.
Can they end it? Let's find out. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down now after the pass completion. On the run, this is Michael. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
On the ground, it's Michael. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
In the slot on the right is Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
On third down, Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian Michael, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They come out here in the eye. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6.
Let's go! White 90!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Ataba Rubin makes the stop.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Finding time. Great protection. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Taylor. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
So difficult to fit in a pass when Richard Sherman's in the area because of his length. He's able to make a play on the football even late and knock it away. And that's exactly what he did there. And this guy, all-pro, last year only a Pro Bowler because other people had big years. Maybe it's because his interception numbers went down. He only had 2 last year, but I don't know if that's just him or if people are avoiding the heck out of him to make sure he doesn't make big plays.
And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up Lockett.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jermaine Kearse, 55 yards. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. That was a nice little setup there off play action for the long touchdown pass.
Yeah, I've got to tell you, it brings back bad memories for a guy like me as a former defensive back, because in a playbook I knew a long time ago, we described that play pattern as draw pass 9 go, meaning fly pattern after the play action pass, trying to hit him for the deep ball, and boy, were they successful on that one. So tough because his speed is so great. You've got to make sure you don't miss any cues or keys in order to try and keep up with him.
Draw pass 9 go. That's still a nightmare to this day?
Yeah, I still wake up in the middle of the night and feel the guy going past me.
Now to send this one away following the score. Here's Tate to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. And they got to be feeling good about forcing that long missed field goal the last go around.
And you know what upsets a kicker more than anything? Is missing a kick they think they can make and feeling like the other side believes that they had something to do with it. And it doesn't matter to those guys on defense. I know they're taking full credit. Yep, we forced him into the miss, and they're going to ride that confidence the rest of the way. We'll see if the kicker is able to get his confidence back as well.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first down, it's Taylor. He's got time. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Six yards to go here on second down. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Taylor with a draw to McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go! Brand 38!
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Ten yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! What? 90!
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
Throw it here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gillislee, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Dan Carpenter now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Lockett the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it here with Michael. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
A second down carry for Procise. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On the carry, Michael. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why they're points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. In the slot on the right is Graham. They run again with Michael. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
14.
They go read option with Wilson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Graham slotted out to the left. Now Wilson on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's second down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's first down, Buffalo.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Grand 38.
From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. 190. 190.
On 2nd down, Taylor. He completes it to Hunter. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Grand 38.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Taylor will throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 38.
To throw again is Taylor. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Lockett the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.